Welcome in, quick hitters. Welcome in, quick hitters. Goodymo short crew. AFC Championship game did not disappoint. You got to feel for Josh Allen. You have to feel for Josh Allen. Still can't get over that hump. Time and time again. But you know what? The Philadelphia Eagles are going to have to do it. Rematch. What we've been waiting for. This time, seal the deal. Super Bowl 59 in Louisiana, New Orleans. It's going to be amazing. That's what everybody wanted to see anyway. That's what everybody wanted to see anyway. Buffalo Bills. They played an okay game. I expected them to play better. Everything was a struggle for them, if you noticed. They worked for everything they got in this game. It just seems like it was too much of a struggle for them. Too many third downs, too many fourth downs they had to go for. They played desperation football. That's what it seems like to me. Everything was pressure packed. They worked for everything they got. And for the Chiefs, it just seemed too easy for yards being picked up. Too easy. And if you play desperation football, sooner or later, your luck is going to run out. And that's what happened on that last play. Spagnuolo, great defensive coach, cooked up a scheme. He had something brewing on that fourth down play. Caught him slipping. Well, Josh Allen had to throw up a desperation pass. That should have been caught, I might add. Should have been caught. But the Mahomes and the Josh Allen matchup didn't disappoint. It goes down to the wire almost every time. So the Lamar Jacksons, the Josh Allens, the Joe Burrows still have to take that back seat to Patrick Magician Mahomes. So where we at now? Super Bowl 59 going up against the Philadelphia Eagles. Looking to seal the deal this time. This is a matchup everybody wanted anyway. That's what they wanted. I was looking for the Bills to finally get over that hump. I wanted it to happen for Josh Allen. I thought this year he would finally get it done. So once again, Buffalo Bills fall. Kansas City Chiefs going to the Super Bowl. And the big hype is all about this three-peat. You're going to hear about this three-peat all the way up to Super Bowl. I'm tired of hearing about it. But the Philadelphia Eagles, it's time to spoil the party. We owe them one. And you best believe the Eagles are going to be hyped. They're going to be ready. They're going to be well prepared. And this time, sealing the deal. Can't wait for the matchup. 2 weeks. 2 weeks, it is showtime. Showtime. Conference champions. Very proud of these Eagles. They come a long way. And you know their journey throughout the season leading up to this game. Finally got the passing game on the roll. A.J. Brown came up big when he's been pretty much absent the last 2 games. Not by anybody's fault. It's just when you got a running game as strong as the Eagles have it right now. And it's crazy saying running game by the Eagles. They've been a passing team for so many years, decades. So when you finally got you a future Hall of Fame running back that's playing out of this world, best player in the league right now, if you ask me, / Patrick Mahomes, okay? Let's just say for his position then, huh? Running back. Best player in the league. The stretch that he's on. You got to give him the football. So the passing game going to struggle a little bit. And A.J. Brown, either he found God or he found the spiritual part inside of him where he's reading these little excellence books. You know what I mean? He's calm. He's relaxed. He's in his right mind space. That he understands that they have something special here. He'll take the back seat. There's no bickering. There's no barking anymore. But when the opportunity is there, he's going to make the plays. And he made them in this game. It was a little mixture of everything. Got Devontae Smith on a couple of routes. Goddard, of course. Everybody was in on it. It was a total team win. Total team win. And a blowout. A blowout. Jaden Daniels, future looks bright. What you've done this season as a rookie, can't bypass that. He definitely has a space in this league. Just might get him one. But it's the Eagles' time. They ran into a veteran squad that's hungry, who's behind schedule. A team that goes to bed dreaming and visualizing going to the Super Bowl and winning it. They just ran up against a team that was just hungry. That was about that. So these two powerhouses meet again in Super Bowl 59. Super Bowl 59. The hype is crazy. It's going to be a big one. All eyes going to be glued if you're not attending. Can't wait. This guy here, you know his story. He was on the hot seat. One false move, Nick Sirianni could have been fired during this season. And look where he's at now. In the Super Bowl. Him and Jalen Hurts. Seeing them sharing a hug on the sideline. Just letting you know how far they have come. The disagreements. The shrugs and the brush-offs. Howie Roseman coming out the press box. Giving Nick Sirianni a hug. I'm telling you, man, everything was just picture perfect. Knowing the moment. Knowing where they were early in the season. Him on the brink. Howie Roseman was going to have to get rid of this guy. They shared a hug. They know the moment. That was just all the frustration right there. We overcome it. Now we're at the dance. A.J. Brown throughout the season. You know, wanted more opportunities. Wanted more catches. It seems like it all was starting to fall apart. This team picked themselves up and they started playing football. Went on a good stretch of winning ball games. And now they find themselves in Super Bowl 59. Number one defense. Early in the season, Fangio. Seems like we're wondering what the hell is he doing with this defense. They're getting torched. They're getting burned. They're out of position. It's like he turned them around overnight. Yeah, this team's been through it early on. Jalen Hurts. Holding on to the football. Making bad reads. Turning the football over. All that has changed. He's getting rid of the football. He's making quick decisions. He's taking off and running. It seems like the game has slowed down to him. This team is primed and ready. They're primed and ready for the Super Bowl. They know what's at stake and they're ready to seal the deal. If anybody do not believe that, I'm telling you, they're ready to seal the deal. Yes, they're going up against a powerhouse. It's going to be an outstanding Super Bowl. No doubt about that. But what's going to make it so sweet is when they come out on the back end of it, holding up that trophy, taking down the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Magician Mahomes, stopping them from three-peating. What everybody's talking about, what all the headlines are talking about, what all the media is talking about, hyping this thing up. The Eagles can close the door on all of that. And I believe they're going to get it done. It's their time. Number one defense going up against, you could say, number one offense. Perfect matchup. It's going to be all about execution, grit, and grind, and who wants it. Who wants it? In New Orleans. Saquon Barkley is the X factor. Breaking a big run early in the game against the Commanders. Big run. Got everything going. But see, the smart thing that Philadelphia did throughout that game is they didn't shove the ball down Saquon Barkley's throat every single time. They knew the defense is keen on it, especially after that first play, breaking out for a touchdown. All eyes is on him. So what they do, they use him for a decoy on a lot of plays. Then occasionally they'll hand it off to him. He didn't have a whole bulk of carries in this game. And you see him on the sideline kind of, working out his little high ankle sprain or whatever it was. You didn't want to overload him anyway, especially when you go into the dance, the major dance, the ball. You hear me? You want to be upright and good to go when you go to that ball. So they snuck him in a few times. But the passing game was intact. Jalen Hurts made the plays that he needed to make. Everything wasn't completely off the charts, but if you look at his stats, played a good game. You could say he played a great game. Yeah. So everything has slowed down for the Philadelphia Eagles. They relish in this moment right now. They got everything they need across the board. Only thing that's missing is holding up that Super Bowl trophy. Super Bowl 59 is going to be fine. And I do believe that. Rematch of a few years ago. And I've been waiting for this opportunity because the Eagles let them off the hook. They did. They let them off the hook. Not this time. Not this time. So, yeah, we're sitting on Slouchy Sunday. Going to be a late one, so it might run into making it Monday, of course. Try not to keep it too long. But definitely some great championship football this Sunday. No doubt about it. We had a blowout and we had a nail biter. I didn't mind the blowout. That's easy. You can sit back a little bit. Early on, it was a little stressful. Game's too tight. Almost one move here and one drop there can change the whole game. But once they blew the doors off of it, it was easy coasting from there. Once they got them one-dimensional where they had to make plays in the air, it was all Eagles from there. All Eagles. And then you go into this game here, AFC Championship game with gunslinging Josh Allen and Patrick Magician Mahomes. You knew it was going to be a doozy. And you know it wasn't going to disappoint. So let's get into Nick Sirianni, see what he got to say. Then we probably get a little bit on Saquon Barkley before we get up out of here. But, man, some great football. Great football this Sunday. My goodness. Let's get into some Nick Sirianni.
Come on, Elliot. I know you got the first one. Let's go.
Nick, congratulations. Can you talk about the adversity you overcame in September, early in the season, and the kind of arc to team is going through to end up here, going back to the Super Bowl for the second time in 3 years.
Yeah, this game is about overcoming adversity. There's going to be good plays in the game. There's going to be bad. There's going to be bad plays in the game. There's going to be good moments in a season. There's going to be bad moments in a season, and it's about overcoming and embracing the adversity, because really what we've talked about as a team is like adversity. We've all had to have adversity to be in this moment as where we are right now, and so adversity is what makes you who you are. And it's been the story of, the 2023 to the 2024 Eagles is as bad as feeling we had as how last year ended. I think it makes you who you are. These guys are hungry, and we got one more to go.
What was your message to the team in the locker room?
I don't know. Everyone was kind of flowing in. It was just basically what the schedule was. Kind of what our message has been all year is tough, detailed together. Mentally and physically tough, detailed with our fundamentals, detailed with being on the same page, detailed with that, and then together, right? Because again, it's not the best groups of individuals that wins. You got to become a team. We got one more to go.
What do you think of Jalen Hurts' performance?
Yeah, awesome. I think you heard what I said at the end of the game.
I gotta get one of those hats. But you know what? No, I don't. I'd rather have an Eagles Super Bowl hat. Yeah. Won't be too long. Couple of weeks. I can wait.
It's amazing how much doubt there is sometimes. I can't quite comprehend it, because it doesn't look like people think it should look like. But the guy has been clutch. He's won a ton of football games. But you ran for this many yards. We don't care how we win. We don't care. If we rush for 300 and pass for 1 and we win, great. If we rush for 1 and pass for 300, great. Who cares? We've just continued to win. He's just continued to win, and I think the criticism is, whatever. He just wins. And I said what I said after the game, and that's kind of how I feel.
First offensive play, Saquon takes it to the house. What does that mean?
Yeah, it's a good tone setter, right? We knew they were going to sell out to stop the run. We kind of knew that. And then he breaks 2 or 3 tackles to start. We get a great block from AJ on the toss crack to get around the edge. And then great block by Dallas to kind of set it off. And if that, Saquon gets into the second level, third level, and now it's, hey, can you tackle this guy? And he's hard to tackle. I know they don't give me a vote for MVP, but I know who my vote would. That's probably why they don't give me a vote, because I would vote for Saquon. But special performance, special player, special job by the entire group to make that play go, to start things off, and that was a good tone setter. We've had some good tone setters to start this playoff, all the playoffs, like, Oren forcing the fumble against Green Bay, going right down and getting a touchdown on the first drive of the LA game, and then to start it like that was a good start for us.
What did you say about Taylor? Hamburg has talked about planning his plan for him to be the emergency to start to fill in the second. What was the plan for him, and also what did it mean for you to see him?
Yeah, I think you saw the plan. But he had to step in and play, and he did a phenomenal job. And yeah, these guys are playing through pain. Like, man, I just can't say enough about how much I respect these guys of what they have to do with their bodies. I don't think anyone knows the half of it, what they have to go through to play this long season. This is a marathon. And these guys and our trainers and doctors and our strength staff do such a good job of helping them be in the shape they need to be in to play this long season. And then the guys themselves do a great job of doing that as well. We've made a big emphasis on conditioning this year. We've made a big emphasis on all those things. So all these guys are fighting through pain. I know coaches are fighting through sleep deprivation, and we don't care. We just want to keep going.
What do they say about Jalen that he doesn't care about how it looks or what his stats are?
Or what anybody else says. Yeah. That he's a winner, that he's selfless. I showed a couple clips last night of the team. And one picture I showed that showed love was Nolan Smith coming out with Nakobe Dean's jersey last game. That shows love. Then I showed a clip of Nolan and Jalen that kind of showed of them performing a stunt, and then Jalen saying, "Hey, thank you for trusting me," and Nolan saying, "You don't have to thank me. Just go do it." And then so that showed trust. And then I showed a clip of Jalen talking about we don't care how we win, regardless of what anyone says about him, all right, or me, or whatever it is. That shows selflessness, and that's team stuff. Again, it's not the best groups of individuals that win. You have to come together as a football team. And those clips through the playoffs that I got to show last night, you know, again, I kind of get emotional on things. I'm not going to get emotional right now, but, man, it just showed the team. It's about team. This is the greatest team sport there is. I think that gets overlooked sometimes with, oh, look at how this play performed, and look at the scheme here. Like, it ain't about. It's part of it's about that, but it's about team. And anybody that plays, you know, the winner of the Bills and the Chiefs game, I guarantee they talk about how they came together as a team, right? And that's why I love this.
Actually, the Chiefs won. Yeah, at this moment, he didn't know that, but yeah, rematch and be ready.
Sport that it's just, you know, I always say these things of hope that people will say, hey, this is the greatest team sport to inspire people to play this sport. But somehow they don't show that stuff a lot. Sometimes it's more about the negative things that happen and this and that. But we're a team. We're a freaking team. And I'm proud of this team.
Pride yourself on your physicality.
Let's get one more from him.
When it's been
Before we
pretty
go to Saquon
consistent
Barkley.
with the turnovers, fumbles, forcing fumbles, I guess, with Zach, Will Shipley, then Oren Burks. What does that mean?
We spend a lot of time on that. We do a lot of drills that go into that. We talk a lot about that. But at the we show anytime there's a missed opportunity to take a ball away. That's something I kind of learned as I watched Matt Eberflus and his how he kind of preached defense of how you take the ball away. I really learned a lot from him when I was in Indy with him. And to be plus 21 on the season, like that's impressive. But and we talk about that to nausea, probably where they're sick and tired of hearing it. But to me, I always say, hey, good leadership is saying the same things over and over is repetition. Connor Barwin actually says that leadership is I don't know how he says it, but the burden of leadership is repetition. And but it's about those guys going out there and doing it. Like there's a skill to be able to take the ball away when Eckler gets up off the ground, to be able to take a punch at the ball there, like Nolan did. Will Shipley, I'm not sure he's tackled anybody before this year. Like Will Shipley, Kenny Gainwell on special teams. The contributions we've gotten from them, they were prime running backs in college that haven't had to tackle people. Like I don't think people understand how special that is. Like, and I get it. It's not going to be the.
I'll take that back. We're going to go to Jalen Hurts after Nick Sirianni, not Saquon Barkley. And I know Jalen Hurts don't give you the sound bites you're looking for. Sometimes he can lure you to sleep. But since they won a big championship game, let's see if he can give us a little more. If not, then we'll get Saquon Barkley on the back end. Maybe I'll do some quick hits of media with Saquon Barkley. And definitely throw in some quick hit clips. This game or the Chiefs game. One or the two. But yeah, it will be Jalen Hurts.
Pretty story or anything like that, but it is to us. It is to us.
A couple more, please.
What's it like to see so many rookies?
Let's go to Jalen Hurts right now, matter of fact.
On this team during this playoff. Yeah, guys, you can talk about or thought about.
There's a lot that goes into what we do every day, and thank God for the opportunity. Thank Him for giving me focus and resilient and steadfast within it all. I think it's been a great group effort for us to be able to do what we've been able to do over the years, but in terms of a big reflection, I don't know if the time is to do that right now.
You
said throughout the season that, when you guys need to pass a game, it'll be there. It was there today. What made it work so well?
Well, I think we need to change our we need to change our approach to all of this. I don't play the game for stats. I don't play the game for numbers, any statistical approval from anyone else. And I understand that everyone has a preconceived notion on how they want it to look or how they expect it to look. And I told you guys that winning and success is defined by that particular individual, and it's all relative to the person. And what I define it as is winning. And so the number one goal is always to come out here and win.
I can go for that. He clears up a lot because I didn't know if he really cared about his stats and like the noise, what people say about him, or even when I get up here and I criticize him holding on the ball too long, not doing this, not doing that. Looks like he really don't care. But the ultimate formula to all of that is winning. Like he's stating, you win. That's how you're going to be judged, winning the game. How far you go, how much you advance. Getting to the dance, the Super Bowl. That's really what it's all about. Numbers don't mean anything. The only time numbers going to mean something really is when you losing. If you're not winning ball games. That's when it's going to be magnified. That's when guys like me come up here and just pinpoint what you didn't do, what you should have done, and this is why you lost. But if you win, you erase all of that. Just win. I'm with you, Jalen Hurts, on that. I'm with you.
Jalen, when was it that you decided that numbers didn't matter, just the outcome? When did you learn that? What got you in that frame of mind?
By losing. You name a loss and you tell me it's losing. Failure has to be used as a source of pain to go take that next step. And there's always learning opportunities and everything. And I think it's human nature to be ignited by the shortcomings, and that's just a natural thing.
When you think back to your guys' first trip to the Super Bowl, what are some lessons that you're taking with you on this time?
It's hard to say right now. I just think you got to give a ton of gratitude to. These are all my personal testimonies, and I know my personal perspective is not always a reflection of what is most important to the team or what we're trying to do as a team, because every team is different. And so I think clearly as a team, the mission is to go take advantage of the opportunities we present ourselves with. But also, I have my history and the things that I've experienced that I can use as tools to help those around me and help myself. And so a lot of this stuff is presented to us, and we all have that plateau to learn from all of our experiences. And a lot of guys that have not experienced some of these things, got a lot of guys that, from these Georgia guys that have made a big impact on our team. And
we'll leave it there. Bottom line, he's excited. He's ecstatic. He's overwhelmed. He's glad he's going to the Super Bowl. He's glad he's going to the Super Bowl, even though it doesn't look like it. The man's not going to give you that much in press conference. He's just not. This is the most I've seen little animation and a couple of sound bites here and there maybe in a long time that he just gave you. So it doesn't get any better than this. So we're just going to leave it at that. Jalen Hurts, he's excited. He's going to the Super Bowl. Get a chance to go against the Kansas City Chiefs once again, but this time come out victorious. He just has to sleep on it. A lot of things running through that mind right now. Let him have one day off and really think about it. But trust me, he's excited. Okay? So, Philadelphia Eagles, Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl 59. Once again, I can't wait. I think this is what the world wanted to see. Okay? Maybe a selected few wanted to see Eagles and Bills, but really for the headlines and the money that everybody's looking for, you know.
Yeah. Hold on. Shut down. Let's up on this. Give me the money. Done talking. Give me the money. Yeah, my dog barking. Give me the money. Done talking. Give me the money. Give me the money. Hey, I check it's fine. 1S, 2 lines, that is the dollar sign. Hey, I check it's fine. 1S, 2 lines, that is the dollar sign.
The coverage, the hype of the three-peat, the hype of the rematch. Eagles and Chiefs once again. And 2 weeks, time to plan, strategize, as we always say. Who's going to come with the best game plan? Who's going to get that running game going? Which will be the Eagles. Because what I seen from the Buffalo Bills against the Kansas City Chiefs, they had some wiggle room, just with Cooks. Just with Cook. So, think about Saquon Barkley. He ought to find some wiggle room. And that's going to change the whole game up if he can rush for over 100 yards. Spagnuolo going to try his best to jam it up and force Jalen Hurts to beat you, which I'm okay with that too, as long as he continues to get rid of the football and not hold it. Because like Tom Brady said in the broadcast, good things don't happen when you hold on to the football as a quarterback. Got to get rid of it. And Jalen Hurts did that against the Commanders. I've seen him take off when it wasn't there. He changed. Some part of this season, something changed where he wasn't holding on to that football. It's not there. He's looking to run, or he's throwing it away. Those are the ingredients of winning football games. That is very smart. I think he has it now. He goes into this game, the ultimate game, Super Bowl game, continuing to do just that. Oh, yeah. It's a lot to cover. Got A.J. Brown on the back end. You got Devontae Smith on the back end. You got Goddard running around. All right? Saquon Barkley. They're weapons, just like the Kansas City Chiefs. That's why it's going to be an all-out war. 2 teams are evenly matched. That's what makes it special. But this time, the Eagles are going to come out victorious. Victorious. I can see the hunger. I can see the focus. All right? They just went down to war to the very end with the Buffalo Bills. Eagles are a hell of a lot better team than the Buffalo Bills. Little more to bite off and chew. G.S.Q.H, Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. Thanks for y'all time. This is the quick hit for the Slouchy Sunday / Making It Monday. Whenever y'all get to see it, it's running late. Enjoy it. Super Bowl bound is here. And until next time, we out of here. Peace.